So focus on the positive side instead
Absolutely.
of the negative stuff.
Right.
Yeah. And I know you guys already share a little bit about why or how you get involved in public office, but maybe you should, maybe we could be more specific, like why did you run for mayor?
To be honest with you, I didn't want to run for mayor. Had no desire. And when our previous mayor had been term limited, so he could not run, and a number of people had filed. Those individuals were all good people. They just didn't represent the knowledge and values and what I saw as the goals for my city that needed to be brought forward. So I tried to talk a bunch of other people into it, and I couldn't do that, so I ended up having to run myself. But the citizens, I think, were very receptive of what I talked about, which was growing Garland, growing community, and just growing the opportunities for our city, and won the election without a runoff. But it was to be able to take our city, look at it honestly, and look at the directions ahead and move that way. We're 125 years old this year, so it's important that we kind of look at the next 125 years.
So that coincides with what you just said. He saw a problem, and he's a doer. He's going to
That's right.
step up the
Mayor
plate.
Athis is definitely
Yes.
a doer, without a doubt.
How about you? What do you
Well,
think?
I think it's a key time right now for all of our cities here in North Texas. So much business opportunities. Our economy is moving well. But here in Arlington, we had a lot of challenges that needed to be addressed. And so when our leadership came, in fact, I had about a dozen different leaders from different walks of life here in Arlington come to me and say that, hey, now is our time to be moving ahead, and we don't need to miss out, and we believe your expertise and inclusiveness is very much needed for this time. After analyzing it, we agreed, and when I say we, my wife and I, we both needed to be in on this, and so we agreed, and it has been a wonderful time here as we've served, and people have helped, and we've been able to make real headway to help ensure that Arlington is a place to where our kids and grandkids want to live.
And when we talk about the job of a mayor, I guess it's always kind of confusing to the common people, because you have the city managers and then you have the directors of different departments. So I guess people would wonder, what is the job of a mayor?
A lot of people do wonder that.
Yes.
For the most part, Texas cities do have a mayor, city manager, or mayor, council, city manager form of government. It's not true in all cases. The city of Houston, for example, Mayor Turner is a strong mayor, and he's like their city manager. But for most of us, we do have a city manager. The mayor really is the one that probably will always be the spokesperson, will always represent the city. The mayor is also looked upon for setting the direction and finding the way that you need to go. The citizens expect that of the mayor. They're going to tell the mayor what they want to see and what they want to do. But it's a bit of a political position in the fact that you've got to work with your city councils and make them a part of the process too, because it's a joint decision that you all make. You don't really, in our type of democracy, want to put all the power into one person to make those decisions. So we have basically a committee, the council, that runs the city. But you look to the city manager to put all your policies in place and make sure that the citizens, their services and things are all there. And if the city manager should fail in his duties, it's the city council and the mayor that would have to step in and correct them.
Now, is that similar to?
It is. It's the same way it operates in Arlington. And I'll just say that it's very important that a mayor gets out in the community and listens to his citizens. And then from there, the mayor needs to set strategic direction. And with the cooperation of his council. And of course, a mayor bringing a council together is so important, but a mayor bringing the very diverse number of citizens in their community together too is a very important task. City manager is going to deal with the day-to-day activities and the day-to-day supervision, but a mayor and council there need to be providing that direction here and vision as it moves forward.
Thank you very much. That helps to clarify a lot for me too. And even though I'm an attorney, and things could be confusing, and I'm glad I get the explanation from you both. When have you been, or you feel like you are most satisfied in your life?
in my life. I think the most satisfying moment in my life was when my son was born. It was not an experience you can ever predict, but each parent discovers it. It's that really satisfying moment. Everything after that secondary, but in my role as mayor, the satisfaction comes from actually accomplishing the things that we need to do. For us, our city is 57 square miles. We're landlocked. We cannot grow. So if we're going to learn how to progress and go forward, we've got to learn how to grow within our skin. And that means changing the rules that you've been operating by for 100 years. It means changing a lot of different things. It means having the right staff, the right individuals in place. And so being able to recruit and encourage people to come to help you solve your particular problems is a challenge. And the closer you get to that, I don't know that you ever reach all these goals within the time limits that we have in our city, which is 6 years maximum. But getting close to reaching those goals is that moment of satisfaction.
Thank you very much. How about you, Mayor Williams?
Well, I'll just say right now is a very satisfying time in which we have reached a lot of our goals in a very short time. We've been able to create 6,000 jobs with over $2 billion worth of investment, and we have an equal amount in the works right now. And of course, mayors creating jobs is so important. It gives hope for families, it gives opportunity for our young people. In addition to that, we've been able to have more roads under repair than ever in our history, over $100 million worth of roads under construction. But perhaps the thing I'm most proud of is that we have brought our community together, and we know that we are going to be working together to help our small businesses, to help our citizens grow together. We are an international city, very diverse, and a big reason for that is the University of Texas at Arlington, which is ranked usually number 4 or 5 in the nation in a diverse international population. Many of those students stay here in Arlington. I think it's very important that we continue to work on our community relations and give opportunities for our minority groups. And we have been working on our policies to try to give more opportunities here in our community for small businesses and diverse communities or diverse businesses so that they can get more of the work that is taking place here. And we have a lot of construction going on and a lot of opportunity exists. But it's a challenge, and we know that it's not all roses, and it is definitely a time for all of our citizens to pull together and to try to make a difference here in Arlington.
Thank you very much.